some very wealthy people out there that just started packing fruit.
Can you share with us a little bit about the history of Perth Market and how this came about?
Okay, well, I guess the first market in Western Australia goes back to 1896 or thereabouts, when you had Chinese market gardeners started the whole thing really, and growing large amounts of produce, and then that was traded in the metropolitan around Perth area. So that was the beginning of it. In the late 1980s, running out of space and everything else, the market moved out here where we are now today, which is Canning Vale, 51 hectare site. It was just sand and bush back then. It was kind of end of freeway, very different to what it is now when you look. So where we are now, we're 36 years in this location.
So what makes Perth Market stand out as a distribution hub?
Well, we are the central market for fresh produce trading and certainly fruit and vegetables in Western Australia. So there are around 830 to 840 growers that bring their produce into the central markets here. It's governed in a sense with the horticultural code of conduct. So the trade between growers and wholesalers is done in a way that protects both the grower and the wholesaler. What you find too is growers can bring all their produce here. So the big apples, the small apples, there's a home for all of them. And every morning it's traded.
So who comes here every morning?
You have, good question. We have about 4,000 people on site here on a busy day, of which around 2,000 of those people are employees of the wholesalers and the service providers, and the other 2,000 are visiting truck drivers, buyers, people that are buying for food services organisations, so large restaurant chains, hotels, hospitals, things like that. And then secondary wholesalers that buy direct from the market. They then consolidate and then they break that up into small orders that might get shipped all over the state.
What do you think the consumer should know about the journey of fresh produce from farm to table, and how does Perth Markets play a role in that process?
Okay, well typically, if you think about Western Australia and the regions, so we've got different growing regions. So all of those growing regions come on at different times and they produce different produce. So we've got about 3,600 kilometres of strip of growing region. All of that produce can be picked one day, in the markets that night, sold and into the community the next morning. So we trade 5 days a week. The growers are still delivering on weekends, but that's happening all the time. And produce that you might like, say mangoes, avocados, are not seasonal in Western Australia. We're bringing them from other states and they come across in trucks, they go into cool rooms and then they're ripened and provided. So you're getting the benefit of that fresh produce all year round.
What is it like to lead Western Australia only wholesale trading market and the largest fresh produce community market?
Lead, I believe sort of being at the bottom of the funnel. So I kind of work for everybody else. So I see myself very much as, but I think that's kind of the way it has to run. We've got a lot of stakeholders here, some tremendous staff, all that stuff, tremendous. So I see myself very much at the bottom of that, trying to provide guidance and make the decisions and support the people that need to run the place. And the people that need to run the place are our people that are front line, that are out there maintaining safety, security, harmony, and providing an environment for our tenants where they can be successful and profitable. And that in turn provides an environment for our growers to sell their produce at the best possible price and be successful and profitable.
Oh, thank you so much for finding time out of your busy schedule to do this.
My pleasure, Pauline. And well done for picking up such a worthy sort of angle.